So did you make any money during the Christmas shopping spree? Doing Walmart Spark, even though the Spark app was down half the time, there was still money to be made here and there. Doing Roadie, DoorDash, Instacart, Shipped, all those apps. Did you make good money and you're new to it and you think, wow, I made twice as much money as I did on my regular W-2 job? Well, let me tell you something. Don't quit your day job just yet. And here's why. You can ask most of the delivery drivers about what we call the honeymoon phase. When you first start doing DoorDash and Uber Eats and Walmart Spark and Shipped and all those different apps, a lot of them will give you some really good offers and actually some pretty good incentives at the beginning. My advice to anybody that is new thinking about quitting their regular job because they did so well at doing deliveries, give it 6 months. Don't quit your day job, or not job, whatever it is. Don't quit your regular job just because you was making bank doing deliveries, because I'm here to tell you it's a roller coaster. What you made this month, I can almost guarantee you, you're not going to make it next month. Can you make a living doing these apps? Yes. Can you make a living doing these apps and just working at it but not real hard? No. Because there are times when you're going to have to really hustle and probably work harder than most regular jobs as far as staying on the ball and staying busy, because when you take a break, it's costing you money. The company ain't paying for it. When you take a lunch break, it's your time. You don't get paid lunches. So if you're thinking about quitting your regular job because you made such good money, I wouldn't advise it. The only way that I would advise it is if you have a really, really bad job that you absolutely hate. If that's the case, do what you need to do. But just remember, what you made these last couple of weeks before Christmas, probably pretty much the month of December, you're most likely not going to make that with the same effort you put forth in December. You're not going to make that in January. You're probably going to have to put twice as much effort into making, hopefully, what you made in December. I hear a lot of people saying, I can make twice as much or nearly twice as much doing these apps as I can my regular job. And in some cases you can. But your regular job is a steady income. So if you got a decent job, don't quit it for these apps. Like I said, do the apps for, give it a 6-month probational time. And if you're still making it and paying your bills and able to live, then you might consider it. But don't be deceived. Like I said, what you made in December, you're probably not going to make in January. Maybe you can. But if you worked 100 hours in December and you made X big bucks, I was going to say X amount, but I don't know. If you made big bucks and you worked 100 hours in the entire month, you're probably going to have to work about 150 to 200 hours in January to make that same money. That's just from my experience. Everybody's experience is going to be different. You can ask some people and they can say, I'll make the same in January as I did December, and they might. But just remember, everybody's situation is different. Amount of gas you use in your car, your cost of your insurance, your weather in your area, all this factors in. This is just, a lot of people call us independent contractors. And if you know anything about contract work, as in like construction work, a lot of it is weather dependent. If it's raining, and you're a framer or a bricker or something, you're not going to be working. Granted, in this kind of job, with weather like that, you can probably make more because a lot of people don't want to get out when it's like that. But when it's real pretty outside and everybody's going and doing and running everywhere, that's when it's going to slow down. They refer to that as a summer slowdown. And it happens every summer. If you're new to it, just be ready because it's coming. It will slow down. And to what extent? It depends on your market, but it will slow down. Got somebody hot rodding up and down through here in a PT Cruiser. They're driving that thing like a Ferrari through the Walmart parking lot. Maybe they feel special. Anyway, to each his own. All I'm trying to say is, if you made good money, consider it a blessing, but don't consider it as a main source of income if you have a regular job and don't quit your job is what I'm getting at. Because I've just heard a couple of people saying that they want to quit their full-time job to do these gig apps because they made such good money. And it just normally doesn't happen. You have once or twice during the year, I got to order Walmart Spark, curbside pickup at $4.45. $18, 2 orders, 8.7 miles. One's going to an apartment. Now what I do on these is I see if there is a case of water or 2 cases of water or no water. Nothing really on here. This would be bad, so. And $18 is now my acceptable what I will take. Used to it was 20, but we've had such a influx of new drivers that are accepting these lowball orders because they think they're gonna make good money. Walmart's figured that out, and now they're paying less than what they was this time a lot less than what they was this time last year, but a lot less than what they was even 6 months ago. And that's the thing. If you're new to this, if you've switched from doing like DoorDash and Uber Eats and stuff over to Walmart Spark, remember, when you're doing a DoorDash order for, say, $6.50, you can do 3 or 4 of those in an hour. That's pretty good money. But remember, you can't do that with Walmart Spark. That order that I just took is a round robin. It is $4.22 right now. At $4.40, I can start this trip. By the time I get loaded, get those dropped off, 2 orders, it's going to be getting around 5 o'clock, 10 after 5, somewhere in there. So basically, I get this 1 order for this hour. I might get lucky and get a shopping order or an express order that's actually ready. I don't advise taking express orders because 90% of the time they're never ready, but do what you need to do. A lot of people that, like I said, a lot of people that come over from DoorDash or Uber Eats or whatever think that those $7 and $9 orders, just going a couple of miles is really good. And on DoorDash, on food delivery, it would be really good. But on Spark, that's not good at all. It's horrible. Because it's going to take you close to an hour to do that 1 delivery. I'll say that 1 order, because technically it's 2 deliveries on most of them. Occasionally you might get 1 delivery on 1 order, but most of the time it's 2. And when you're going for an incentives, that only counts for 1. Even though it's 2, but it's just 1 order. It's got 2 drops on it. It only counts as 1. Anyway, my whole point of this video is don't be misled by the money you made during the holidays, because it's not going to continue to be like that in most cases. Some cases it might. You really ought to consider giving it 6 months and then see how it's going. If it's still going good, great. jump on it. But don't put all your eggs in one basket. That's all I'm saying. Another good thing about doing these apps is it gives you opportunity to be working on other things and other ways of making money. And that is something you really need to do. Whether it's like buying stuff at Goodwill, secondhand stuff, garage sales, and selling it on eBay or selling it on your local trading post on Facebook. You know, there's different ways, and this job gives you the opportunity to spread your wings, so to speak. But don't count on just these apps to make a living, because at any moment they could pull the strings and say, you're out of there. All it takes is one person to ruin your career with DoorDash or Spark or Uber Eats or whatever. Like that, it can be gone. What you gonna do then? You better have something else to back it up. Start your YouTube channel. Sell stuff on eBay. All kinds of stuff. Just don't limit yourself. And don't quit your day job. Not yet. For those that are already doing this and been doing this, y'all already know all this. Just share your knowledge with newer drivers and the newer folks. Don't let them be misled, because it can be misleading. Anyway, that's all I got to say for today. I hope y'all had a wonderful Christmas, and I hope you have a happy and safe New Year. Y'all keep smiling, dashing, dancing, prancing, doing whatever it is you want to do. Just keep doing something, because you're going to grow old if you don't. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye, y'all.